Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Zachary Koch, and if this is your first time seeing my face, welcome to my channel. I'm a freelance filmmaker and videographer, and I'm also a student attending university at the moment, which kind of transitions into the topic of this video, where we're talking about how to create a YouTube space within a dorm room. My goal with this video is to show off my space and basically go over how I make my videos, and hopefully give you a few ideas for how to arrange your own space for your own videos. I am here in my dorm room, also known as my studio. This is where I make all of my videos, and I've been actually hoping to make this video for a while, but I couldn't figure out exactly how I was going to do it. Long story short, I got a new lens. This is the Panasonic 8 to 18mm lens that I'm using to film myself right now, and the lens is so wide that it's actually a lot easier to film in here in places other than my desk over there, which is where you're probably used to seeing me at. So I figured I would just kind of walk you through this space. This is my dorm room. This is where I live. This is where I eat. This is where I sleep. And I kind of want to talk about how I use this space for so many different purposes, how I make videos, and ultimately how I exist within this tiny, tiny space with not just myself, but my roommate as a filmmaker. So let's jump right into it. All right, so basically this is one of the main areas. This is the backdrop. And then basically what I use to light all of this is this newer LED panel, which I actually have hanging off of the ceiling on an Avenger scissor clamp, which is really cool. And the whole point of this clamp is it allows you to position and mount lights onto drop ceilings. Let me flip around here. So this is the desk. This is where I edit and I do all sorts of stuff. As you can see, I am currently copying some footage to be archived. My main source of light is this Godox SL60W, which is a really great budget spotlight LED. I really like it because it's easy to control versus an LED panel like what's on the ceiling right there that kind of spills everywhere. I can control this light a little bit more because I can put basically a softbox on it with a honeycomb, which kind of directs it and keeps it from spilling everywhere. So right here we got the fridge. I always keep water and LaCroix and some Gatorades stocked, and I also got some oranges right now. Pretty simple stuff. I'm a very simple person. This is pretty much always what I have for editing and keeping hydrated and refreshed. Also, an important part of this setup that I want to talk about is my charging station, which is kind of just tucked behind the background here. I have this little vintage twin lens reflex film camera as kind of an item in my background, and then this like bamboo plant right here, which I like. It's easy to take care of, looks nice. Back here I have a dual battery charger for Sony NPF style batteries. So these are the batteries that a lot of my LEDs take, including the one that is on the ceiling right now. And then I have a dual battery charger for my Panasonic GH5 that I film at. So right now I have two batteries on there, and I got my battery pack right here, basically just ready to go for when those are charged. Also, you really couldn't create without energy, and so I get a lot of my energy from making coffee. This is my gooseneck kettle. I actually don't know what brand it is. How I basically make my coffee is I have this single serve pour over cup right here, and I just make one cup at a time with my Alfred Hitchcock mug, which one of my good friends gave to me, and I love it and use it almost every day. But yeah, that's basically it. There isn't really too much to this space. Obviously it's very small. A couple of takeaways. One, location that my charging station is kind of a part of my backdrop. So it's, where am I pointing? Right there. That's my backdrop. I usually always have my tripod set up right here. It's pretty easy to get going and just have to flip a couple lights on, turn the fridges off, and that's basically that. Speaking of fridges, the outlet is behind here, and I have to turn that off. I also have to turn my roommate's fridge off, which is in the black abyss that's over there because there's no lighting. I definitely have to turn that off just because you don't want the fridge to run while you're filming. It's kind of noticeable sometimes, so try to keep that off. Unfortunately, in a college dorm, it's unavoidable because there's traffic in the hallway. There's sometimes people outside the window. There's an airport literally right next to campus for some reason, so sometimes planes go by and take off and land. Other than that, it's not too bad to work with. We also have a bell tower on campus, which chimes every single hour, so it's not obviously ideal, but I try to make do with the space that I have because it's the space that I have, and the alternative is to just not make videos at all, which is not something I'm really okay with. Another thing I want to point out is I have this gaff tape marked on the, I don't know if you can see it, there's some gaff tape right there. This basically marks where my tripod is supposed to go, so I always know the exact spot it needs to be, and then my camera goes on top of it, and I pan it in such a way that I'm not showing the curtain or the window, so I basically get somewhere in this vicinity right here. Basically, that's just another way to streamline my process. I don't have to set up the tripod and try to figure out where it was last time. I have this gaff tape on the floor to basically have some consistency from video to video. Do I want to talk about my computer? Do I want to talk about my computer? I'll talk about my computer. This is the Dell XPS 15-inch laptop from a few years ago, I want to say. And then I used Audio-Technica M50Xs for monitoring my sound. Oh yeah, let me talk about this thing. This is a picture I took on my Fuji camera, which I don't know if you've seen the video that I did on the Fuji X100S. This is one of the photos I featured in that video. I'm pretty proud of it, so I just made an 8x10 print and put it on the wall. Oh, and also all my food is in these baskets right here. Got some granola bars, coffee, making accessories, trash can. So yeah, everything's very self-contained. I basically live within this tiny corner. All right, well, that's gonna about do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got a lot out of it. If you did, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It would honestly help out the channel a ton. And let me know in the comment section below what you liked or maybe didn't like about this space. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.